applause for Ozzy.
Yeah, whatever.
Hello, Mark.
Hey guys, good gig last night.
Oh, great game.
Love you lots, Rob. Well, you tired, Billy? Take a nap. We're all gonna take a nap up here. I think that's the best thing to do. Hey guys, been an amazing weekend. You have a good time? You're late. Sit down. And you're even later. Sit down. Right. Much as I love the sound of my own voice, what the hell do you want?
Hi.
What?
You are such a dynamic performer.
Thank you. Next. Sorry, what?
And you bring so many interesting elements to every character.
That's cool.
But
Next.
My purpose is over. In season 15,
I'm not in season 15. Next.
If the character of Crowley had been able to
Write your own fan fiction. I don't write this stuff. I just show up and do it. As annoying as it is. But yeah, that's the great thing. You can write your own. That's the way to go. You rethinking your preface now?
I am.
Good.
My preference.
I love you.
I love you too.
There you go. What do you want? No, I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to the little one. Hi.
Hi, Martha. I'm a huge fan, and I actually loved you as Badger so much in Firefly. It's one of my favorite shows ever. And I know you probably.
Oh wow, such enthusiasm.
I just wanted to ask you, playing Badger in sci-fi and then going to supernatural, just being fantasy, how has that been just kind of being in that genre for you?
That's the only two things I've ever done in the genre?
No, you've
You
done
really
a lot.
need to go onto IMDb and have a look around. I think I've been living there a really long time. I only went to do Supernatural for one episode. God damn it, it was 8 years later, there I am. And then I come to places like this, you miserable bastards, look at you. It's the Sunday, you're all like, where's Misha? Oh look, what a surprise.
Speak of the devil.
No, not really. You know, I mean, that is the crappiest costume.
I know.
It really is. Because you know why you see so many of those? Because it's cheap. It's cheap. You can go to any Goodwill, pick up a Columbo Mac, change the color of the Constantine tie. What are you looking at?
I'm trying to pull up my script. I'm sorry.
Why do you want a script? Just speak.
Funny how you say that. ADHD is a bitch. Anyways, Mark, do you remember the role?
You're literally reading something to me. Right, what do you want to know?
Do you remember your role as the ghost Dr. Charles Walker from the show Medium?
Of course I do.
Alright.
I might be old, I'm not freaking senile.
Could have tricked me.
Yes, I could. Because you're not very smart and you're really little.
Yes, I'm very aware.
Pocket sized, I would say.
Hey, you're 5 foot as well, so.
I'm 5 foot.
No.
I'm 5 foot. Listen, Shrimpy McShrimpington from Shrimp City. In your crappy car. You actually got nicer shoes than Castor. I'm sorry, where did you go? Does anyone get me a chair for her to stand on? She's over there. What do you want?
Okay. If you think Crowley was able to meet Charles in hell, sorry about that. Do you think they'd get along, or would Crowley say this is
I
just
do
me?
not write fan fiction. Stop crossing the streams. What do you really want to know? Now I'm here. What do you want to know? What do you want to know? I know. I mean, this is abuse. You wear this costume is.
Just I am.
No, I'm suffering a lot more. I get to see it. So, what do you really want to know?
I'm guessing my question's not good enough.
No.
What was it like playing as Crowley in the first season?
What, season 5? It was really weird. I mean, you've got to think about the fact that television series was created to have 5 seasons, and at the end of the fifth, you got the apocalypse at the end of 5 seasons. So it's over and Kripke's done. And I get in at season 5, episode 10, and sort of take it towards the apocalypse, and have no idea. I mean, I went for 1 episode, and that turned into a bunch of episodes, which turned into, actually we're going to steer the ship around and do a season 6, and then a season 7, and then a season 8. It was, yeah, it was kind of magical, but never really knowing. There wasn't a lot of years where we guaranteed that we knew we were going into another year. So we were always trying to make the best thing that we could make. So it was a lot of fun to do, to see where it was going year after year after year after year. And I think it's really cool. I love the reset in season 8 that Jeremy did. So we went back to Angels and Demons, which I think was a really solid way to sort of reboot the whole thing. So I think Sarah did a great job with season 6, great standalone episodes at 6. 7 is a little serialized for a season 7, would be a great like season 12 or something. But I think she did an amazing job running that. And then 8, it was just like, let's go back to Angels and Demons, and I think it worked out. So it was a lot of fun to do, apart from this crap.
Experience with that. And I'm sorry for troubling you.
You should be, yes you are. I'll forgive you this one, Susie, quite sweet. What do you want?
Hi. First of all, Mr. Sheppard, I think you're absolutely brilliant.
There you go, that's the way to start a conversation.
My wife and I met you earlier, and
Yes.
you had a really beautiful moment with her, and I'm so thankful for that.
Oh, my pleasure, my friend.
So over the long series of the course of the series, I'm sorry, we see Crowley have a redemptive moment and redeem himself and sort of literally overcome his demonic nature.
I killed less people than the Winchesters. I mean, what the hell's your problem? I'm the good guy. In my opinion. What do you want to know?
I wanted to see what you'd be willing to share, if any of that might have been influenced by personal experience.
Well, you know, and after you killed a few billion people, it's personal experience. It's a character. It's a wonderful character. But I like the way that the character changed. And it was always, is he a Confederate? Is he an antagonist? Is he a protagonist? What is he? And it was always whatever suited him. So there seemed to be a long game afoot, which was great fun to do. And I thoroughly enjoyed it, man. It was so much fun to do. It was such a great thing to do. I told you, 1 episode, stay 8 years. It's a lot. But thank you for today, by the way. I appreciate it. Well,
Hey there, Mark. So I need to know whether you prefer raising hell against the Winchesters or working with them. What did you prefer playing as?
I like the Demon Dean era. Wish that got me in a couple of years. That would have been fantastic. I liked it all. It's a thing. I wouldn't change anything. I literally wouldn't change anything. I mean, some of season 11 doesn't make sense to me. 12 certainly doesn't make sense to me at all. But that's just a product of having to try to come up with, at that point, 11 and 12 seasons of things that are new. I mean, it's interesting to think that of all the spin-offs, sorry, I'm walking back to the cheap seats, the people too poor to sit up front. Just let me know when I cross into Alabama. It's a big room. Hey guys. Don't dribble. Sad. I wouldn't change anything. I really wouldn't. I think it was an amazing experience. A bit of fun. God damn, you got no friends back here. You really got no friends. Where the hell do you come as?
Stay out, but it looks really bad. I'm sorry.
No, it doesn't. Well, you haven't got much to say, man. I mean, look at this guy. Really sad. That's what you have to do when you come in. If it's all bastard.
Hey guys.
Sit down! Child abuse. Added to my crimes. Hey, baby. I gotta smile. I get the same from Jared when I do that. You know, I can see you, right? You know, you're not being surreptitious at all. Terrible. Can't take him out on weekends. What do you want?
Hi. So you kind of just started to talk about this, but how
You call
much-
me a tart? I mean, I guess if the shoe fits, right?
But how much Crowley changes, and I think Supernatural has such good character development, so I was just wondering what you think the best plot line or character development was for Crowley.
I like the end of season 8. I thought that was the most important part of Crowley. So I think by season 12 he was bored. And that was the whole point, is that he was bored. He didn't want to run hell. Wasn't particularly interesting. Then he had a lot more fun doing the other stuff. I was just thinking the other day, it's really funny to say you don't know what it's like to be human. It's because it's the look on Jensen's face. It's like, yeah, I mean, I think it's a magical thing. I mean, it's surprising to me. It's actually not surprising to me that how many people here, this is your first convention? Look around, keep your hands up, look around. Wow, think about it. How many people here started watching Supernatural in the last 5 years? Losers. Late to the show. You know I die in season 12, right? Really? Spoiler alert! God's sakes, if you don't want to know the score, don't go down the pub. That's the bottom line. But I don't know. There's a lot of amazing things about it, but I think the themes of Supernatural are something that endures so beautifully. I mean, look, we live in a really, really, really harsh time. We do. We're separated by these stupid handhelds that keep pointing at me, as though this is some sort of form of intimacy, which it isn't. Whereas I'm right here, and if you just look at me, you can see my face, which is as intimate as you can possibly get. I make television with 150 of my friends. We don't get to share the experience of watching it with you. But I come to a convention, and I come here, and I get to see your smiling faces. Some really ugly faces. Some pretty faces, the kids are nice. But you know what I'm saying? And I get that organic response that I miss from live theatre, live music. If you were here last night, look at my happy face when I'm playing. But that thing is so sacred to me. And what is beautiful is in this harsh world, in this harsh times, and this separation where everybody is oh yeah, we're connected by the internet, you know? I mean, which we really are not. You come to a place like this, and whether you like it or not, you make friends. Whether you like it or not, if you keep showing up, people will keep showing up with you. And if you need something, believe it or not, people will show up for you too, which is the most beautiful thing about this. I mean, I'm sober a really long time, 35 years. And in a, it's genuinely, that was what kept me going. I had to do it through AA, I had to have a place to go and people to see that were like-minded souls who were trying just not to do what I was trying not to do one day at a time. And I've seen in AA this massive sort of spiritual experiment that has changed the world in many ways. And then I come to a convention and I see a similar behavior, that the antidote for this lack of civility and this anger and this aggression that is just going on everywhere is this. I mean, this is the opposite of that. This is the kindest, safest room you can be in, I think. I mean, I'll judge you for wearing a stupid costume, but that's about it. But it's all about love, and that's what it's about. It's always been all about love, and the world conspires against our ability to remember that. It really does, you know. And if we can just remember and plug into that, it's different and it changes. You know, it really does change. This brings people together, which makes me so happy. And I've never seen a show that has done this so quickly and so well. You know, I mean, I'm absolutely astounded by it. And I think it's got to do with the themes. I think it's got to do with where we're at in the world. You know? I mean, how many people in this room have been diagnosed with a mental health disorder? Diagnosed. Now turn around and look around while your hands are up. Don't put them down. rest of you are probably lying. You haven't been diagnosed yet. But I'm saying, think about it. This is a cross-section of the population that doesn't do well with others, that doesn't travel well, doesn't do crowds well, doesn't do people, doesn't do noise, all these different versions of all these things that go on. And yet, here you are, in a busy, crowded place, all screaming, Misha, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing. It's a simple thing, but it's a beautiful thing. And I'm so proud to be part of it, and I'm so proud to see that the ripple effect of this continues, and continues to be a safe space, and continues to be a good, but without being labelled a safe space. It just is a safe space, you know what I mean? And I'm a parent, and I know my kids are safe at the Supernatural Convention, which is, you know, I do remember there was I said this a couple of times, there was the only piece of the violence that I remember at a convention was at San Diego Comic-Con, where it was roughly about 500,000 people in and out of the Comic-Con. If you think of the street and everything else that was going on, about 500,000 people, and there was a stabbing. Yeah. One boy stabbed another boy with a pencil in the hand. Went in about, a 1/16 of an inch. And they were arguing over a girl that neither of them had ever met. And then they both cried, they hugged and made up, and I've never heard of anything like that again. If that is the extent of the amount of aggression and violence that goes on in conventions, sign me up. I think it's beautiful. Because that's what it's about. San Diego's funny, there's a guy who's on the corner and he has all this Old Testament fire and brimstone shit written on billboards. But it's not the nice stuff, it's the, you're all gonna go to hell because you're all evil and you're all bad and you're all whatever. San Diego with 500,000 people dressed as Pikachu. It's like, I can't fathom how this person has absolutely no concept of what is actually going on in front of them. But the amount of abuse that person got was absolutely fantastic. But the abuse was like, oh, for God's sakes, pull yourself together. Same, love, unconditional love. What do you want? If I was you, go away. What do you want?
Hey, Mark. Speaking to the musician side of you, I know that lyrics are really important to me. A lot of my tattoos are lyrics that really resonate. I wondered if there were any lyrics that you turn to.
Have you got I like big butts, I cannot lie?
No, not that one.
That was my ringtone for a really long time. Yeah, to be there.
But, yeah.
How do you feel about Brianna singing Fat Bottom Girls? Don't you think it's the coolest band? 10 years I've been trying to get the band to play that, and they're going, oh, wait, it might be a bit offensive. I'm like, every girl with a big butt will be screaming that at the top of their lungs. And so will every boy, to be honest. Let's be serious here. It's fantastic. Go on.
I just wondered if you had any lyrics that were important
Yes.
that you turned to. Do you?
Yes, mind your own business.
Would you like to share?
No.
Share with anyone.
No. There's so many things. There's so many things. There's so many lyrics I can remember. So many, Van's Enlightenment, don't know what it is. There's a lyric for you. I'm in the here and now, and I'm meditating, and still I'm suffering, but that's my problem. Enlightenment, don't know what it is. Enlightenment says, well, it's nothing but a dream. Everything's an illusion, nothing is real. Yeah, kind of fun stuff like that. I remember so much stuff, but it's all about words. It's always fun about words. What do you want?
Hello, Mark. The marvelous, the magnanimous.
Keep going.
My question to you is, if Crowley appeared before you, Mark, to make a deal, would you take it? And if you would...
I don't, what's the point? What's the point of your question? Did you literally sit and think about this for more than 4 seconds? Really? Wow. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what Mark does. It doesn't matter what Crowley does. It is what it is. Did you enjoy the show?
I have loved the show, yes.
There you go. That's what counts. Everything else is up to you. Write your own fan fiction. Go on.
know you said write your own fan fiction, but
So you're going to start asking me questions about
I'm gonna say hypotheticals.
No.
Dang it.
Ask a question that means something. What do you want to know?
All right, so what is one thing you could take on set that, or you wish you could have taken on set?
How do you know I didn't take it?
Yeah,
I'm not telling you. You're with the police.
I know Spanish.
Everything is what it is and what it should be and has been what it was and is what it is now. Work that one out. What? Hey, I love it. If I do this, the line goes really quick. What?
Hi, Mark. If Crowley and Hagen had a theme song,
I don't cross the streams.
what would their theme song be?
I don't cross the streams.
Well, if you had to.
What would you think it was? Oh well, we really thought that one out. What do you want? What? Is your microphone dead? Sorry, let me come over to you because nobody seems to care. There you go.
I think it's fixed.
There you go.
Hi. My second cousin Kimberlyn loves you. You're her favorite character on Supernatural. Crowley, sorry.
Yeah.
You're not Crowley, I know that.
Go on.
Okay. Would you say, hello, squirrel?
No.
To my cousin, okay.
I've never said that in my life. Why would I say
know
that?
she wanted that.
Why would I ever say that? I can say, hello, girl. I love the moose and squirrel stuff. It just makes me laugh so hard because Sarah Gamble was trying to find insults for me to give to Jared. Didn't really care about Jensen, I guess, at that point. But trying to find a decent insult, so Gigantor, Bob-headed lumberjack, Jolly Green, giraffe, all that stupid stuff. Didn't stick, nothing stuck. And then when I'm in my burned out mansion, I just asked the question, where's your moose? And Dean says, oh, he went to. And that was it, it was over. That was the end of it, it was like so perfect. Because you know what a moose is? A moose is a driver killing system. It's like, you know, an incredible amount of beef, basically, on top of sticks at exactly the same height as the windshield of a car. So if you drive into a moose, the legs fold up as if they're made of paper, and you're delivered with antlers of a face through the front of the car and usually die. That's kind of what a moose is like. And Jared has a massive amount of upper body strength, like ridiculous for his size. He flips like 400-pound tractor tires and stuff. Well, he did back then. But he's got like stick legs. So moose fit like so perfectly. And then when you got moose, you got to kind of, you go, well, Rocky and Bullwinkle, you got moose and squirrel, right? But the fun one was, do you remember the date that went on with Sheriff Jody Mills? That was the most evil piece of writing I think they ever did, because the audience knows exactly who I am and she doesn't, which just makes it awful. It's dreadful. And so when you're shooting TV, the phone doesn't ring. They add that afterwards, and insert shots of the phone is afterwards and stuff. So Robin's, you know, reading stuff out, and as the phone rings, and she goes, ring, ring, and I'm like, look at the phone, pick it up, and I think it'd be funny to say, this is the king, which would be really weird as a non-secretary in the middle of a day with Sheriff Jody Mills. So we left that in and said, this is the king. And then I'm obviously talking to Dean about the fact that I'm going to kill Sheriff Jody Mills unless he does what I want him to do. So that's all fun and games until I see the final edit of the show. And now I have a ringtone. And my ringtone is, I like big butts and I can't like that. But of course I'm not paying attention to that because that never happened in the room. So it just looks like this is totally normal for me. I pick up the phone, I look at the phone, and they've inserted a shot of somebody's hand with the phone, and the phone says, not moose. I blew snot out of my nose. So funny. this is the king. I mean, it was just like, but it has no effect on me whatsoever because it never actually happened. It was just all done in post-production, which is really fun. So moose, squirrel, that stuff all comes from it. Moose, not moose, squirrel, which basically makes me and Ruth, Boris, and Natasha. Makes me about that big. It doesn't make sense because she's about that big. It gets very confusing. What do you want? Uh-oh, I'm coming for you. What do you want? No, don't worry about it.
Experience anything supernatural in the real life?
I did. I mean, I've hung out with Jared. My God, if he farts, it's the most supernatural experience I've ever had. I think it would be really weird to think that the world consists of only the sum of human knowledge. Does that make sense? Well, think about it. If the world is only what we can imagine it to be, how limiting would that be? I think it's probably bigger and more interesting and more complex and more undiscovered than it is discovered. And I think, therefore, the supernatural lives in the realm of maybe what we have not seen yet, or what we are not able to see. So I don't find it to be terrifying, but I don't believe that we're it, and we're the only thing, and everything we know is the only thing we know. So you never know what it could be. Have you? Do you think you've ever experienced anything supernatural?
Getting 4 hours.
No. But you know what I'm saying? It's like, who knows? But if your heart is open and your mind is open, and your eyes are open, you know, you can see the most extraordinary things. I mean, I've been dead a whole bunch of times, and I can tell you that's a very strange experience to do. And like, the amount of chemicals that the body produces when you're in trauma and difficulty is mind-blowing. I was tripping balls, like, seriously. So, I think the human mind is still massively undiscovered. And so I don't know whether we've seen and understood everything that's actually going on. So it's kind of fascinating to me. The unknown is kind of fascinating to me. Make sense? And that's why you get to write stories and do fun stuff. You have to come as Crowley next time. Deal. I love you. Thank you. Hey,
I love you more than Misha.
yeah, I mean, that's pretty obvious.
My question for you is, what joke, if any, did Jared or Jensen play on you?
They didn't.
They didn't?
No, I'm a grown-up. I'll sue. I think Jared wrote something rude on my car once. And I was like, if you scratch my paint, it's going to cost you $6,000. Sorry. But they really didn't. It was Misha, because Misha takes the bait all the time. I mean, they tortured the poor bastard. It's like, so, you know, Misha was directing his first episode that we were doing. I mean, they shredded his script at least 3 times. They pied him. Well, both of them pied him. Jensen did it like a gentleman, came up behind him, like, videoed it, of course, and bam, got him. That was really cool. Jared hit him so hard, I think he broke his nose. It took about 45 minutes to clean up the set. Yeah, it was kind of scary, like really scary of it. And then I remember at one point, Jared was looking at me and goes, "Hey, shirt." I'm like, "What?" He goes, "How much do you think Misha's car's worth?" Yes, well, I was like, "Stop. Whatever you're gonna do, stop." So yeah, I mean, they tortured him. They really tortured him. I've seen them just like tear him to pieces. Takes the bait every time, which is what makes it fun. For me, I'm old and tired, and I'm like, I'll probably sue. So they left me alone. It's kind of fun. What do you want?
Hi, Mark. I was going to ask if you could tell me your favorite episode and or your favorite line.
The end of season 8. The end of season 8 was the most remarkable experience. I've said it a bunch of times, those of you that know it, but it's those of you new to it. You don't shoot television in order. You shoot television by convenience. If you're shooting a house and you're in that house, and that house scene is at the beginning of the episode and at the end of the episode, you're shooting it all in one go on the day that the house is available. So you tend to do things in bits in order to make logistics and, you know, the movement of people work, the movement of equipment work. So they were shooting the outside of the church at the end of season 8. And And once they got, it was horrible weather, once they got inside the church, we were on stage. So the inside of the church was built on our sets. And then once we were inside on that set, we did the whole thing in order. So it built and built and built and built and built, and that was 2 or 3 days of us, just being in the same continuous story, which was incredible to do. And the crew has work to do. If you're shooting a TV show on a stage, you shoot this direction first, you shoot all the things that happen this way, and then you have to take down a wall and turn around, put all the cameras on the other side, and then shoot in this direction. And you have to relight, and you have to do all these things, and that requires a lot of people moving and doing stuff. It takes a long time. And they can make noises while they're doing that because it's their job. They work harder than we do. While we're shooting, silence is expected, but when we are preparing and building and doing stuff and moving, there's noise made. But when we were doing the end of season 8, no noise was made. They were silent because they knew what we were doing was heavy and intense. And their version of support for us, which was absolute, was to be quiet so that we could stay in what we were doing and build and build and build and build. And I'm really, really proud of those scenes. I mean, it's nuts. The scenes themselves are absolutely crazy. And I was tied to a chair for like 2 or 3 days. I don't think I got up much either. I mean, it was sort of like, you want to, no, I'm good. Because it felt better to do it that way. You know what I mean? It wasn't an affect. But we were so intense in what we were doing that we were supported 100% by our crew and everybody else. It was kind of wonderful. Singing and crying and being injected with human blood's kind of fun. Wednesday. What do you want?
I want to know what you'd rather be doing right now than telling people to write their own damn stories.
Is that really a question? Say it again, slowly.
What would you rather be doing right now than telling other people to write their own damn stories?
It's what I'm doing right now. Telling my own damn stories. What's your problem? Exactly. You didn't think that through, did you? So that was a comment, not a question, really.
Could be.
There you go. Next.